Hi friends, today we are going to discuss right to confidentiality of persons with mental illness under Mental Health Care Act of 2017. I am Dr. Suresh Bhadabhat, Professor of Psychiatry, Head of Telemedicine Center and Head of Forensic Psychiatry Unit at NIMANS, Bangalore. Before I start my presentation, I would like to have a disclaimer. Basically, this presentation is for academic and awareness purpose only. This is not a legal opinion. If you would like to have a legal opinion, please do contact an advocate. Conflict of interest? None. Today we are going to discuss about right to confidentiality under the Mental Health Care Act of 2017. See, the right to confidentiality has been clearly spelt under Section 23 of Mental Health Care Act. The Section 23 clearly says a person with mental illness shall have the right to confidentiality in respect to mental health care and also about his mental health treatment and are also for the physical health. So, my dear friends, please don't divulge any information because person with mental illness has this right to confidentiality and all health professionals involved in his treatment should keep this treatment information diagnosis to be confidential, and it's very important, and this is the statute under the current constitution of India. So please don't play around with this. Section 23 has right to confidentiality. However, there are certain exceptions has been placed. The exceptions are the release of information to the NR, that is nominated representative. That means if you are treating psychiatrist, you can release the information to the nominated representative if the person with mental illness has lost his capacity. Otherwise, no. Again, if you are going to give a referral to another person, maybe for cardiologist, maybe for physician, for anesthetist, then you can divulge the information to the another health professional for again providing care to him, and the information will be very specific. And also to protect any person who is going to be endangered because of the person with mental illness, then you are going to inform the victim about the possible or the probable cause of harm, and you are going to give only relevant information to the relevant person. You are not going to the media. That's what is very essential. At the same time, the information, whatever is there, the confidentiality can be broken if the information is requested by the Mental Health Review Board or the Central Mental Health Authority, High Court, or Supreme Court. And also, any statutory authority which is competent can be asked this information. Again, the information shared should be to the specific person. Imagine if there is some kind of what we call it as a conflict with law has occurred with the person with mental illness. If the police is asking you, please do educate the police about the Section 23, right to confidentiality, request for an application, and then divulge information and also mention that there is a right to confidentiality and you have informed the police as per the law. So that has to be very clear. And if you are going to release information to the public safety and security, it's very rare. Till date, I don't remember anybody applying this, but however, for the public safety, it has been kept under the Section 23. At the same time, there is something called a Section 24, restriction on release of information in respect to mental illness. Again, no photograph or any other information relating to persons with mental illness will be released to media without the person's consent. Please do remember, because person's treatment details should not be divulged to anybody, including media. And the media also has a responsibility to not to divulge the personal details of the person, because right to confidentiality under Section 23 is very important. And the information can be in any format, either in maybe in the physical format or maybe in the virtual format or the digital format. All these comes under right to confidentiality. So my dear professionals, please do remember there is something called as Goldwater Rule under Section 7 of American Psychiatric Association, which clearly says it is unethical for a psychiatrist to give a professional opinion about a public figure or to any person without examining him. And even if you have examined him, you have to take consent from him to divulge information to any other person or to the media. So please do restrict giving any comment on any person on media without examining him. And if you have examined him, take a written consent from that person. To conclude, to please do remember, right to confidentiality of persons with mental illness is a law now. You cannot play around with that. And if you break the confidentiality, you will pay for it. Or else it has to be as per this section 23. And you are breaking the confidentiality, you will give relevant information to the relevant people, not to the whole world under the media. And when there is an investigation going on, that means, or under the court, or it is possibly to be considered to under the court, it is called as sub judice. Don't discuss with anybody. So thank you, friends. And if you like this video, please do subscribe to my channel and press bell icon for the other notification. Thank you very much for giving your time. Stay safe.